Well, you asked a question just a minute ago about, what I wished I had learned when I was here. I was pretty focused in the technology place, and I took as many technical classes, math, science, physics, engineering. And I wished I would have appreciated more the humanities. I did take some signature classes from some of the great profs, but not enough. And so I didn't start reading, I think, the books you'd find in the self-help part of the bookstore, So things like the Four Agreements. Has anybody read the Four Agreements? Okay, so a few of you, right. So, it's just simple things about, they're very simple concepts, but I can tell you, if you can master these, you can run any institution in the country. So don't take things personally. Always do your best, be impeccable with your word, and don't make assumptions. And I think it's the last one that I would drill down a little bit on. And that is, although I think, fortunately, because of my sports background, I had an instinct about people. But when I went to Duke, the best advice I got was from Levinson, who we used to call her Levinson Levy, who said, sit down and talk with people and get to know them. And I did. But I must say, I made some assumptions that, fortunately, I was able to resurrect. And one was about a faculty member who was very different than me, had taught 100 semesters at Duke. Lovely man, gorgeous guy. Charlie Harmon just passed away this year, a fabulous guy. And I thought, we have nothing in common. I'm this young upstart, first female dean, and I made an assumption that he and I wouldn't get along. And as a result, we didn't really talk much for the first year. But then we started to build the largest academic building that had been done at Duke up to that time, which is very similar to the biodesign project called the CMOS, Center for Interdisciplinary Engineering, Medicine, and Applied Sciences. And Charlie came to me someday and he said, my background's in mechanical, and 50% of the cost of your building is going to be in the AC and the mechanicals. And I thought, Charlie, would you help me? And he goes, absolutely. And we formed a bond. Yes.
And that was surprising.
I think it was, and it was very special. But I think it taught me that you really need to have like a kitchen cabinet, and he became my kitchen cabinet. So he'd come to me and he'd say, I think this faculty member needs a little bit of care and feeding. Would just stop by his or her office. And it's really important to have folks like that. And sometimes if you make assumptions, you don't see that.